And good morning. This is Goldfinger from the Goldfinger Minute. And I'm live. I came in early. I decided to go a little bit earlier because, well, honestly, Paul's not here today, and he's usually late, so I wait till 9 o'clock. But since he's not coming this morning, I started at 8:30 instead. Get my day going. I usually go walking this morning. Let's see. Now, I'm not seeing anybody yet coming on, but I'm going to go ahead and take the chat and pop it out. Let's pop out the chat. And bring that over. And so, today, I usually walk in the morning. So instead I decided to go live because we're so used to doing Wednesdays with Paul. And Paul will be back next week. Good morning, Ken. And so Paul had some personal medical things to do this morning and couldn't make it. So I went ahead and decided to go ahead and go live anyway, and I'll go a little bit earlier because I know you guys want to get to sleep. A lot of people can't stay up on the West Coast to, say, 11 o'clock midnight. So good morning, Ray. These are all my regular favorite guys here. I got Marlon. Hello, Marlon. Good evening. It's morning for me. Yeah, I like to go walking in the morning. Israel, how you doing? So I usually go in the mall. I've been going in the malls when they open at 9 a.m. And I go walking to try to get some exercise. And I've done that every day for about 5-6 days in a row. So I could take a day off today. Honestly, my legs hurt. Anyway, so let me make it a little bit cooler in here. There we go. So I got I Love You, Man from Utah. Video and audio is good. Great. I'm glad that is working finally, getting that right. And Saul Goodman. Hello, Saul. Angela, hello. Good morning. And she's saying good morning to everybody. So Paul won't be with us this morning. Sorry, guys. I'll say that a few times because there's a few people who will be coming on after 9. He'll be back next Wednesday. He had some personal things to do this morning. Couldn't make it. So I came on early. Anyway, we've been getting some rough weather over here. Typhoons been coming through the Philippines for the last few days. This is their wet season. And we've been getting strong winds outside, a lot of rain. Typically, we don't get a typhoon that comes through this far south. They're usually Cebu and north towards Manila. So we don't get tsunamis here in Dumaguete or below. So we just had some winds and some strong rain. I have FM, hello, Massachusetts, and Sam. Thanks for sharing your next death experiences. Yeah, well, actually, there's a couple more. I have died clinically 5 times. Heart stopped. So I've clinically died 5 times. I have another story I have to put up, which it's hard to remember all these things that has happened to me, but a lot of things happened during a bad period of about 10 years. I still have 4 more lives as far as I'm concerned. What's going on, Dave? Good morning. Everybody says everybody stay safe. Ray, hello, Ray. Just about to go for a walk. Not raining this morning, so figured, yeah, I walk in the mall. But it's been very wet here on a regular basis. Not telling. Oh no, he's here. And thank you very much. And everybody that has a crown, whether it be a 1, 2, or 3, is a member. And I appreciate memberships because they do help the channel. So if you'd like to become a member, that would be great. Also, they get videos usually 48 hours ahead of everybody else. So I got another video I got to put up for you guys, which is when I got shot. So twice. So we'll talk about that on the video, not now, but another death experience. foggy in Tagate, but it's nice and cool. And that's from Ray. And thank you. Muttering is on. So anyway, Paul will be back next week. It's just going to be me. You're stuck with me today, guys. And it's a little windy and breezy outside. Clouds have been rolling through, but most of the storms that they get, and they get about 20 rough storms that come through here. They get about 20 to 25 of them. They typically travel through Cebu into Manila, and they cause flooding, obviously, because they're typhoons, and they do cause tsunamis with the ocean. With the lady, I think you mean. I'm not sure. I've had now 5 girls, so I think you mean the lady that came from Siquijor was on, not telling. Weather's been kind of. Luckily, we haven't really lost power at all, and we haven't lost internet. So it's just been blowing a lot windy, overcast, which I appreciate because it's not as hot, and some rain. And other than that, it's been fine in Dumaguete, and that's why I like staying in the south. Cebu gets too much rain. Valencia gets more rain than Dumaguete because it's up in the hills. So Valencia, yeah. So, and I'm really surprised because all my bikes have rented out. All of Carolyn's bikes have rented out. We don't have any bikes for rent. We literally rented out everything. I have to go shopping for some bikes in the next week or two. They finally did come out with the 2025s. Honda. I want to get some Honda and a NMAX, Yamaha NMAX. I'd like to get some new bikes. And I've been waiting for that. So they finally got them in about 2-3 weeks ago. And so I'll go shopping next month and buy some 2025 bikes because we need about 6, but I'll probably buy 2 or 3. Let's see. I got Ray's on. I just released my health care in the Philippines video last night. What is your biggest tip for expats regarding health care? See if I missed something. Well, you've got about 3 companies. It's actually, and here goes the line. It's in the ebook, the free ebook. There's 3 companies typically for long-term health care in the Philippines. The best one is I always want to call it Blue Cross. It's not Blue Cross. It's it'll come to me in a minute. It's Michael Onstead, and he has the insurance. It's not Blue Cross, something else. But I'll think of it in a minute. I have it in my wallet, but let me see. Oh, I guess now I got to look it up. I got to go and get printers. I got to get cards made for the channel, and I finally figured out how to download it onto a thumb screw, a thumb drive. Pacific Cross. Sorry, I always call it Blue Cross. I'm so used to Blue Cross in the States. Pacific Cross Insurance is one of the better ones for long-term care. PhilHealth will not cover you very well. They have a waiting period of several months. They only cover maybe 20%. It's really not good for foreigners. So, and then there's a Russell company, but it's very expensive. So, anyway, yeah, thanks. You probably came up with the Pacific Cross before I had a chance. Thanks, Ray and Mike. I see a lot of Ford Raptors in the area. Are they Chevy GM dealers around? No, there's Nissan, and there is Toyota, of course. Help me out here, guys. One with the S. They make motorbikes too. There's another one here. Not telling says that girl, and I think he meant didn't finish the video because I got notifications on my cell that you were live. Didn't I finish the video because I'm not sure what you're talking about. Gary's on. Hello, Gary. Old Dog is not on today. He'll be back with us next Wednesday. He has some personal things to take care of. He could tell you what he's having some personal things done. Yeah, you did mention Michael Onstead Pacific Cross. Cigna Global as options. There's a few. I've had no problems with Pacific Cross. They're inexpensive. They're 100% coverage if you want, or you get a 25% discount if you take a small deductible. Suzuki, thank you. I knew somebody would. I don't have to look anything up. You guys are faster than me. Suzuki has a dealership here. I actually like the Suzuki cars. They're at the mall. They usually have car dealerships at the mall, and they switch them out every 2 or 3 weeks. And I saw Suzuki over there that I really liked. In fact, I got the flyer on it. Thanks, Frank. And do they have prescription coverage on health care there? Not Pacific Cross. If you get prescribed medicine within the hospital and they issue it to you while you're in the hospital, they will cover that medicine. But if they give you a prescription until you get it filled outside at a hospital, then you have to pay for it. Anyway, yeah, we got that, Suzuki. Thanks. I love you, man. And I have used Pacific Cross several times last year. I just renewed about 2 or 3 weeks ago for myself, and Carolyn I renewed last week. It was very inexpensive, like $12,000 a year for Carolyn, 12,000 pesos, which is nothing much. Let's see what's that come out to in dollars. I know you guys are going to ask me. 12,000 divided by 55. 220 bucks. So $220 for full 100% coverage for Carolyn. She'll be 34 next month. So, okay. So Mike Miller's on. Good morning. It was nice to meet you and say hello at the mall. You too, Mike. Thank you. Yeah, I go walking in the malls usually in the morning. I'm missing my walk, guys, for this. Tino, hi. Your guest Amar had lots of foreign boyfriends. She didn't mention anything about them. Well, that was probably on her Facebook. Well, she is single, and she did say she wanted to mingle. So there's nobody living at her house at the moment. So right now she's single again. So, but take it with a grain of salt. She's been married, and you don't get divorced in the Philippines. You can get a separation, but you can't get divorced. So kind of keep that in mind. And technically, even though I think she said like 10 to 12 years she's been separated from her husband. Technically, you're not allowed to be with a married woman, and you can get in trouble if she's not legally. It's not called divorce. It's another. Guys, help me out again. What's it called when they separate legally through the court system? But it's not a divorce. It's something else. I know you guys will think of it. You'll come up with it in a minute. My mind's not working. I need my coffee, guys. I just need my coffee. Anyway, here's my coffee, but the cup isn't right. I got to fix it. The pour spout's in the wrong spot. Oh, well. So, let's see if I can pop that top. Yeah. I got to come out with another video. I have a couple more stories to tell you. So I've died 5 times, so that's not good. Clinically died. Annulled. Thank you. I knew one of you guys. Mike came up with it. You get annulled here legally if you're been married. If a Filipina or Filipino's been married, you can get annulled. But that allows you to be with other men legally. However, she hasn't gotten annulled. Not anymore. No, I'm not going to go there muttering. Gary says, plenty of unmarried of women out there. Yes, there are. Methylene Blue, 1% is amazing. I wish I knew about it sooner. The 1 minute cure was great. I'll be trying it out and suggested. Thank you, sir. That's from Marlon Alvarez, and he donated $5. So let's get that. Thank you very much. Now these donations I get, I actually match, and I give to the children's Christmas fund that we're going to have in December. There's 2 things we're going to do. One project, which is a really big project, is the computer classroom at a local school here in Banilad. And I'm sorry, they call it Banilad. I always call it Banilad, but it's actually Banilad. And It's in Bakong. There's a Banilad in Dumaguete, which I live, and it carries over into Bakong. So it's technically a little bit south of Dumaguete. But very, very nice elementary, wonderful school, about 700 students. And we'll be setting up a nice computer lab for the kids. They rotate the children through it. And Carolyn, my fiancé, she puts all the programs and the apps on the tablets and the teacher's computer. We got a big screen TV. We got a printer. We're going to get tables and chairs for them this time and electrical setup. I haven't decided if I'll be able to do. It depends on the funds. If there's enough, I'd like to get a charging station that locks, so it'll work as a locker and a charging station. Or I can make my own. I can get a powered hub, USB hub, and a cabinet that locks, so they could put all of the tablets inside and plug them in overnight. But typically a tablet will last for about 2 days. I visited the last school that we did this for last year, and I spoke with the new principal and the same teacher that handles that classroom, and they're very happy with the tablets, and they prefer those over laptops for the kids. So we'll be doing that again because they said that's the perfect size and everything else. We had purchased 24 tablets for the Kandawai Elementary School, and computer for the teacher, big screen, 75-inch screen, nice one, and a mounting bracket to tilt it up above, a printer, and a locking container. We'll be doing something very similar. I'd just like to get a powered charging station that locks up. I'm drinking my coffee with the Hello Kitty cup, says Ray. I'm drinking my coffee too. Don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, guys, hit the like button. Well, you can if you want. It's up to you. Double tap the screen or hit the heart over there. Okay, points the arrow from Ray. And Not Telling says, can you interview some 40-plus females? Well, yeah, they're starting to come out of the woodwork. They're typically 20-year-old girls are too giggly and too shy to come on a channel. If they're not too giggly and too shy, they'd probably be a lot of fun, but you're probably not going to look for a long-term relationship with the girl that's a forward at 20 years old. What happens if her husband from 17 years ago returns and decides he doesn't want her to be with the foreigner? What are the possible repercussions? Okay, what's going on, Dave? That's his question. He can actually shoot you in the Philippines if he catches you in bed with his wife of 17 years past. But he could definitely get you jailed if he could prove it or takes pictures or has proof. Even if he doesn't have proof, he could still take you to court, and that could be kind of messy. You'll have to pay fines. So you're not supposed to be with a married woman. That's one of the laws here. But yes, he can shoot you, believe it or not. So, and he won't get in trouble. I don't know. I don't follow Tim K. I'm not sure. I think he got in trouble, but I don't want to talk out of turn. I know he was having a problem with another YouTuber, and he got into he got into a fist fight. I heard he had a, and this is just hearsay. Okay, I heard he had to go. Got in some kind of trouble with the police. I don't know if he went to jail or was withheld for a few days. I know he went back to the U.S., so I couldn't tell you. You could try asking ChatGPT or Google it, but I'm not sure muttering what happened to Tim. I like Tim. Tim was a cool guy. Morning, James. How are you? So we got the Christmas fun, and then the Christmas computer classroom, and then also at Christmas time, I get together with a few expats, real expats, I call them, like the guy that was on my show, Danny Dubois, and a few others, and we'll pass out some toys, probably at the mall. Here's an answer for you, Ray. I lost a few. Wait a minute. Where was? Oh, yeah. Here's Muttering asked what happened to Tim, and Dan says Tim moved back to the United States. That's what I heard. He moved back. Morning, Goldfinger James. Cecil, new name. Goldfinger, you seem to be enjoying your channel. I do. If this is a lot of fun, it is a lot of fun, actually. I just talk. I like to talk. Muttering gave $3. Woo-hoo! Thank you very much for the kids. I appreciate that. And we'll... Thank you very much. Thank you. So anyway, I'll match that muttering too for the kids. I match every month up to $35,000 a month for whatever I get donated. So we could get at least $70,000 a month. My dating age requirement was always half my age plus 7. Is that your system, Ray? But yeah, you're in Cambodia, Cecil. Okay, well, yeah, you do a channel. I like it, but it took a lot to get up to this point because I was having a lot of problems with sound. I think the lapel mics would have been a lot easier than actually having these kind of microphones. It took a lot more to get the sound correct. Anyway, Dave in Arizona, good morning. Just joined. Thank you very much. You could donate another way, Frank. You'll have to reach me by email, which is in the description, and you could send it to me. Just say Goldfinger, or if you have to have a name, Mr. Goldfinger, or something like that, you can send it by almost any way. World Remit, Remitly. You can use Western Union. So, and send it, and I'm in Dumaguete, so you just say Philippines. Hello, Dr. Phil. Philip first. How are you doing? I know you've been traveling around. I have from Queens, New York. Thought you were starting at 9 p.m. Yeah, I decided to go early because I woke up early and I want to get my walking in, and I got to get to Ground Zero. I haven't been able to get to Ground Zero to see the regular guys here, and they've been saying, "Where are you?" And I've been walking every morning, so I figured I'll end this a little bit early, then I'll get over to Ground Zero, and I need to see a few people over there. I haven't been over there for a while, like Jack and Dan and a few others. CC debit, I believe if you email me, I can send you my bank account number and bank name, and I believe you can donate directly to that. Or Gcash, and I could send you that. I commented on your interview the other day. That is really a great interview. How did you come upon her for the studio? W asked. Well, I've known her more for a while. She's actually a friend of Carolyn's, and we met up when she was dating another fella, Eugene, and he's an American from Hawaii, and we had them over at our apartment last year. When we had, I think, a Christmas party and we had a Thanksgiving event. Yeah, they came over at the Thanksgiving event. That's when they came over last year. Some people post their Cash App in the corner. Might be a good idea. Well, I could put in Carolyn's, but I don't have a Cash App. And I don't know if they have a Cash App here. They have Gcash here, so I don't know. It might take a little bit of time to do that right now. For me to find it all, but let me see. I could try and do that in a second. Okay, but you could do Western Union. It's probably be easier. Anyway, okay. I commented on. Okay. Some people post their Cash App. Okay, yeah, I got that one. Might be good. I don't have a Cash App. Sorry, I don't do a lot of that stuff. I have too much I'm already doing on all these other. There's too many apps on my phone already. I can't keep up with all these different ways. There's many ways to send money. Just go to the description and it shows several ways. All right. Well, let me type in Carolyn. I'm going to hold on just a second, guys. I'm going to type in Carolyn's Gcash. Gcash. And space and another space. And then 0915 09157 360148. 30148. Okay, here's Carolyn's Gcash account. If you want to send Gcash, might take too long for me to do anything else. You'll have to go and get it's in the ebook, the information, or just send me an email and I can send it back to you. You're welcome, Herb. He likes the live stream. I like the Uber stories. I got a Uber 2 I got to post too. That was the Uber 1. I started thinking about there's more Uber stories. There was a lot. Okay. I mean, I did it for almost 2 years. Ray Moore says, it's a lot of fun, Cecil, and a lot of work. So you really have to enjoy the process of making videos. Connecting to people is a bonus, but you really have to like connections. It can be overwhelming. Well, I have it in my studio, so I don't run around too much and videotape in coffee shops or restaurants. They got to come to me and schedule a time. They could do it at night. They could do it during the day. I have lighting, whatever it takes. But I prefer having good sound and good video and being able to interact with the person without having loud Filipinos next to me or loud music or voices calling orders over the intercom, loudspeaker, things like that, or cars or trucks. Goes back to America. Their husbands, 250 more per year on their visa. You're an interesting man to listen to. I heard that Filipinos that goes back to America with their husbands, they will be charged 250. I don't know anything about that, Mario. No idea. Daniel says, wondering if you have heard of a book, Metabolic Freedom by Ben Azadi. No, I have not. But also does videos on health and weight loss. Oh, there's so many videos on health and weight loss. It's a great help to me, maybe as you. There's so many out there for weight and health loss. And so many different choices. It's overwhelming. Mike Carroll, hello, Mike. I can only imagine how many. Well, we won't say it. Were forgotten on Uber in your shifts. Actually, I don't think girls used to change their clothes. I used to pick up from the clubs. And girls would change their clothes in my back seat, and it was very distracting. Okay, because these are girls from clubs. Let's see, one is the Gardens, the other one is sounds like Sapphires, or it's the opposite of Ruby. It's not red, it's blue. We're not going to say their names. I don't want to get any trouble, but. There was several clubs anyway, and they'd have me pick them up, and then they'd be changing their clothes at 2 a.m. to go back to normal clothes, or they'd have me pick them up at their house and they're changing into their strip clothes, with fishnet stockings or garters or things like that, and they didn't care if they got naked in the back seat or not. And I'm having to turn up my rear view mirror because otherwise I'm not paying attention to the road. Yeah, I have some more Uber stories to tell, but we're going to save that for a video so I could write them all down and try to imagine them. But yeah, there were some times I'd find clothes and other things in the back seat. Yeah, I've definitely had an eventful life, Marlon. Alvin says, hello, everyone. Warmest regards from Fort Worth, Texas. Hello. Smash the like button. Yeah, Goldfinger, I really have enjoyed your videos of your life experiences and the person from Sikior. Oh, well, thank you. I enjoyed her, too. She was very nice. And then hi from Florida, from JC. Hello, Florida. So we're hitting mostly Midwest and East Coast. But it's in evening. So it's actually earlier in California. So I haven't heard anybody from California or the West Coast yet in the U.S. But it's not like they have to wake up, so they're not asleep yet. I don't know what happened to you guys. Anyway, you'll come on in a minute. You were a cab driver, huh, Ray? For quite a few years. Definitely have stories. Oh, yeah. I've had pimps. I've had just wild things. I don't know what to tell you. We're going to save that for the video. And they go out to the videos go out to the memberships first for a day or two, and then they go out to the public. I'm in Oregon. Okay, there you go. Dan's in the West Coast. and just got off work, turning in. Yeah, I guess they're just getting off work. That's true. It's probably around 6:30 there, or maybe it's 5:30. Dan, is it 6:30 or 5:30? Um, Dave in Arizona, I'm close. Colorado here, 7 p.m. now. Okay, yeah. So 7. So 9, 8, 7 will be 6. Yeah, so it's 6 p.m. in West Coast. It's a little bit early. They're still at work. They'll have to watch it later. So yeah, we talked about the weather. It's kind of rough. We do have a lot of storms coming through right now, which is normal. Typhoons, they usually get 20 to 25 to go through Cebu and Manila. And with it comes tsunamis. We don't get that here too much. We just get winds and some rain. Lately, it's just been overcast. So is your studio set up 6 p.m. in Cali? Thank you, Dan. Is your studio set up now the way you want it? Picture, lighting, and sound are great. Yeah, it's pretty much done. I'm going to be doing a few more things. Watching from Irvine. I've been to Irvine. Irvine's California. Thank you, John. So, yes, it's pretty close to being set up. The only thing I'm going to do is change some live things where the comments will show up and on the in a big way, larger lettering on the video. I have to figure out how to do that on OBS. There's a way to do it. It's complicated, and it's only for lives, so I don't get enough practice. Vegas, my hometown. Hello, Jim. I miss Vegas. I probably won't recognize it if I ever got back there, but I miss Vegas. I was there before the stadium. I was there before the Dome. Actually, the last time I was there was before COVID, so it's been a few years. I'm in San Francisco East Bay. Okay. Hello, Sam. From South Dakota. Long live the Goldfinger. Thank you. We'll see how many lives I have. I think I have 4 left. Really like the logo on the thumbnail. Is that new? Yes. I created that logo so I could go print business cards with that logo, and I downloaded it to a thumb drive. And then I forgot the thumb drive when I went to the printer yesterday, so I got to go back to the printer and get some cards made. People ask me how do we get on the line, how do we reach you, or how do we come on your show? And I'm getting a lot of that now, so I have a whole lot of people scheduled. I drove Catherine Zeta-Jones, Anna. Oh, you had Ray drove a lot of Jack Black, Lucy, Lawless, Duck Dynasty guys, really. Luke Wilson, it's pretty good. I don't think I got any celebrities per se in my Uber, but I didn't have like the high-end Uber. I had the cheapy Uber. Hey, Jack, what's up? Good morning, my friends. Sorry we missed you yesterday. Yeah, well, I had I rented out all my bikes yesterday, so I rented out 4 bikes yesterday, and everybody was calling me, and I had to leave early, so I left by 10 o'clock. But I'll be back there if you're going to go to Ground Zero, Jack. I'll be back there today as soon as I finish this live. How old was the lady on your live that owns a store? I never asked her age. I felt it would be rude to ask her age. She did give the age of her children, and I figured you guys could figure that out from there. But I'm going to say 40-ish, okay? But I just didn't feel like asking her age. I felt that was too personal and not polite. Good morning from Valencia. Is that Valencia, California? Valencia, Philippines, or another Valencia? It's Mikel. Oh, Mikel. Okay, Mikel. It's from Valencia here. He is riding a motorcycle. I mean, I thought it said Michael, but it's Mikel, and I know Mikel has rented a bike. He's in Valencia right now. And Gary is Island Tracker. No, Gary, I don't remember having any celebrities because I had a cheap little Echo car. I mean, I didn't have any money. I had a really little car. It wasn't one of the higher end cars. Usually a celebrity will rent a blacked out SUV, Cadillac, things like that. Bob Burian, good morning. So I didn't get celebrities. Now I did get some people that did tip me $100, which was pretty cool. But they said they knew me when I had my jewelry store, and I used to be on TV a lot. in Vegas. I had a lot of commercials, so I had 7 different commercials. I played 30-second spots all the time. Hey, Gene, going home. See you next month. Okay. He's leaving when he's going back to. Well, his real home is Hawaii, so I don't know if he means he's going to Hawaii or he's going to Sikihor. Not sure. Good morning from Pattaya, Thailand. I miss Thailand, Rodney. Never made it to Pattaya. Never made it to Walking Street. I was all over, but I never made it there in Thailand. See, Ray says they were all just in a regular cab, really. There was no boutique hotel in Shreveport, Louisiana. The celebrities stayed when working on movies and shows there, and the hotel used me. That was pretty nice. The hotel used you exclusively. I guess you had a nicer car than me. I really had a cheap piece of junk car. So, I didn't have a really nice car anyway. I don't think a celebrity would be too interested in going in my car. But lots of movies and shows are filmed in Louisiana. Okay, cool. There's lots of filming in Vegas too, but I don't know. I didn't get celebrities. I can't think of any right now. It might come to me, but right at the moment I can't think of any celebrities that came in. No. Anyway, but it happens. I'm surprised that they would just use a regular Uber and not a blackout. Nice one though. Like because they have like 4 levels of Uber. They used to have more. They used to have about 6 levels. They cut it back to 4. I'm not even sure if they're still doing ride sharing. We had ride sharing, so they definitely would want to do ride sharing. That's for sure. I would think they would, if it was a celebrity, I would think they would want a limousine. In Vegas, they typically use limousines, private cars, or if they do go Uber, they're going to go with a single-person car, blackout. SUV or with leather seats, things like that. Oh, you had a Crown Vic. That's a nice car, by the way. Great highway car, Ray. What's up, Maneris? Appreciate you and Paul's video. Got me through a couple of hours of work here and there. Yeah, Paul will be back with us next Wednesday. He had some personal things to take care of so he's not here today, but he'll be back next Wednesday. Nobody used limos, huh, Ray? Maybe they just didn't have limos in Shreveport. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But you would think that's what they'd want or that's what they'd use. Let's see. I got to make it a little bit warmer in here. Let me get my air. It's getting kind of cold. Let's turn the air up just a bunch. There we go. Anyway, so I'm going to quit in 22 minutes, guys. I'm just going to be up for an hour just to say hello, keep you going on Wednesdays. I got to go shopping for some motorbikes. I got to go see my friends over at Ground Zero. I got to order some business cards. So I got a little bit of running around to do today. And there isn't a whole lot new, and that's probably why Paul didn't come. He says, we told everything. Well, yeah. The guy I talked about last time who sent me the letter, and I don't know if anybody remember it, but we talked with Paul about the guy who sent $3,000 to a girl to come over to the USA. He wrote me back the next day and said, I watched your video about me. I felt bad a little bit because we did talk about him. We did make some jokes about it. But believe it or not, he's still in touch with the girl, even though she said she was in the hospital and needed more money. And he said he confirmed that she may have been at the hospital. But he was actually very nice. He was a good sport about it, by the way. And he did donate for the Children's Fund, which was very nice. I appreciate that. He was a pretty good sport about it. We didn't really want to make fun of him. We just want to tell people, kind of explain to people that come over or don't come over, that if you go online and you meet a girl online, you really don't know who you're talking to, okay? Sometimes they're married. Sometimes they have multiple guys. They'll ask you for money or they'll ask you to support them and they'll ask you for everything. But a Filipina cannot just get up and leave, okay, the Philippines and go to the U.S. That's very difficult to get the visa to go here. She would have to be independent, have income, have a job, have family here, and probably would have had to travel to an Asian country first, that won't require her to have a visa to enter before she can go to the U.S. So Filipinos can't just get up and go to the USA. Even married to an American cannot do that so easily. Okay? They want to make sure that they have enough money to come back, so they have to show that they have an income, a job, children here, family here, and they prefer to, like, you'd go to, say, Thailand or go to any Asian country surrounding Thailand, Hong Kong, anything like that, and then see that she's gone and she's come back, she's still with the same guy. You need a proof of marriage. You need proof of being together for several years. I know Paul, it was a big rigmarole and a lot of hoops to jump through in order to prove that a Filipina can leave. But going to the USA, that's a big one. That's a really tough one. Ray says he's starting to tell his own stories here. He's got his whole. You better start your own bikini pool parties. Well, I've been to a lot of bikini pool parties with her little sister would text me to get here. Let's see, Jack. We're going to be there, but going to Payapi. Oh, Payapi Deli for bagels first. Yum. Yes, I ordered Payapi last night. Payapi is a deli in town that makes the best deli food. It's pretty good, and they make bagels with cream cheese and lox, with onion, with capers, the old way, on a bagel. You know, you can't beat it. Ray's a rock star. Ray's on a roll here. Hi, Eric. How you doing? Background images are amazing. Yeah, I put them on I don't like moving videos, so what I did was I took a lot of stills and put them on a rotation every minute because moving videos tend to take away and distract, especially depending on how much movement there is. So I just do background images that change. I have thousands of them. Have you ever watched Rick's YouTube channel? No. Pawn Stars After Dark. No, I really haven't. The episode with Danny Coker was about Old Vegas. Well, he has plenty of stories to tell, too. People come in at night because they were a 24-hour pawn shop. People come in and sell their jewelry in the middle of the night because they needed money to gamble with or they ran out. Ray will be coming this way to visit. Meet and greet. We'll be in Iloilo and Bacolod. We haven't had one here for a while. Morning from Darwin. Hi. Justin from Critter Hunter. We got to get an update from Justin. Justin needs to come back and tell his whole life story. People were very interested in Justin's travels. He backpacked for a long time and has been to, I believe he said 90 countries. It was very interesting. He's got to come back and finish that story. Do you ever order from Amazon in the Philippines? Yes. Is it reliable? Yes. It's actually the best way to order anything electronic or a better grade, possibly. Not the cheapest way, but they're really good about returns. And if something doesn't come out right, where if you order from Lazada, Shopee, or Temu, or some of the other ones, it's really a pain to return. But Amazon will actually just pick up from your house and return it, and they do that for free. And they refund you your money before they even get the item back. And they'll refund the money to your bank account, or you can take it as credit. So Amazon, to me, is one of the best. The only thing bad about Amazon is anything that hits $200 US and above gets an import fee. And it can be pretty hefty. So if you want to buy something better grade, like an electronic thing, like a phone, laptop, anything electronic that's typical, you have to make sure that it'll work on 220, or it has a transformer that'll work on 110 or 220, because everything here, of course, is 220 volt. But you can go in the description and check it out. But you can't just buy a toaster or a hot lamp, because it has to be 220 volt, unless you buy a converter and use it on the converter. But Amazon is actually preferred for anything electronic. So yes, I use Amazon on a regular basis. Most of my electronics here and everything here came from Amazon, including microphones. So he's asking, all the lighting's done yesterday, but the bar's not open, according to Justin. We'll get there. He said a couple more months, so give him a couple months. Everyone says it's tough, but I don't get it. Queens, 2 million plus, with a huge Philippine population. You see Filipino everywhere, it's all ages. It's tough, but I don't get it. Well, you mean about coming over? Yes, it is very tough to come over to the U.S. from the Philippines, especially a single woman. Dan Lund. Hello, Dan. I've seen Justin's YouTube channel. I'm not too big into diving, but man, your videos with him was so interesting. It was a great story. Yeah, I got to get him back. He did have some long stories. We spent about an hour and a half. That's my longest video. And we probably could have got another hour and a half. Amazon is great for certain items. You can shop for free shipping items to the Philippines. That's right. There is free shipping. Even if you don't have a Prime account, there's free shipping. Let's see. Brit's Philippine Adventures. Hope you're doing well. Like seeing your content. Keep rolling, 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 and rolling. Okay. Hello, Brit. And obviously he has a YouTube. Ray says, my Keurig was from Amazon. No import fee or shipping. Bought my 2,000 watt transformer here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you can buy just a transformer in most cases. But if you want to protect the appliance, you probably need a converter, not just a transformer. It just depends on whether it has digital in it. If it has digital in it, a transformer may not work. You may fry the digital part. Did everyone in the Philippines watch the Manny Pacquiao fight? Well, I'm not into it, so I can't tell you that, Maneras. I'm not into fighting, so that's a question for everybody. How's that on last Saturday? Huh? Not into it. Sorry. So I'm not a big sports fan. So I liked baseball, but only when I went down to the Los Angeles Dodgers Stadium and watched them, or the Angels. The Angels weren't so great, but the Los Angeles Dodgers Stadium was pretty nice. But if you're talking about 20, 25, 30 years ago, I don't know what it is now. And I did watch the Raiders in Los Angeles. There was the Los Angeles Raiders. They're now in Las Vegas. I still have a sweatshirt that says Los Angeles Raiders. So that was football. Never was into basketball. Sorry. I liked soccer and volleyball for playing sports. That was my game. Let's see what time we got. Okay, we got 15 minutes, guys. How are we doing on... let's get this back over here. Let's restore the chat here. Okay, I got to get some more likes here, guys. Let's get some more likes. Don't forget to hit that like channel, that like button. And I got 80 current viewers, so as soon as we hit 100. So we're getting there. Anyway, so what else is going on? The weather's been rough. I've been walking mornings at the mall. I get to see about 6 people. Usually a half a dozen people stop me in the mall. I walk for a couple hours. I do 8 to 10 laps, which is 10,000 steps. My phone has a counter on it, so it counts the steps. I think it's GPS. I don't think it's actually like the old ones where they measure something going back and forth when you walk. I think it's GPS generated. I'm sure it is. It's electronic. Have any new info about the price increases on visas? No, I haven't heard anything, Britt. You'll have to find out. I don't get into that. There's a girl on the channel. Now I can't think of her name as usual, but there's a lady that has a YouTube channel. She covers all of the SRRVs, the BI, all the rules and regulations, and her channel is really good for that. Paul knows her name, but I don't know it right offhand. Where do you buy your bike in Dumaguete? Okay, well, I go to several places. So there's, of course, the Honda shops and the Yamaha shops, but typically they're going to be a little bit more expensive. There's also another shop. Their name skips me. Sorry, it starts with the letter P. I know where they're located, but I can't tell you. There's also let's see, Ace, Motor Ace, or is it Ace Motor? It's actually Ace Motor. Ace Motors have sales on Hondas. Typically, if they're a year old, they'll take 20, 30,000 off, but still new. They just had it in stock and they want to get rid of it and they discount it. And I'll do that because you can get, last time I saved like 40, 50,000 and got a brand new PCX from them. So you get when you buy new, you get 3 years registration and 3 years of liability insurance included. And the bike has 0 kilometers on it, so it's kind of like I don't really care if it's a. I'm not selling it right away, so I'm not looking for resale value that much. Thank you, Dan. And yes, I did hit 5K. Appreciate that. But yeah, that's where I typically go. And then there's also a fellow that sells. He buys and sells bikes here in Dumaguete. His name is Frank, and he gets good deals too. I go to Frank. Jennifer, yeah, Jennifer Terry is the lady that. Thank you, Mike. That has the channel. Talks about all the rules, regulations. Her channel is excellent for that because she's up to date on it. She's really good, and she puts out videos on everything having to do with legalities, laws, changes in visas, anything like that. So go to Jennifer Terry, look her up. She's a great source for information. Hey Goldie, pizza deal was between 10K and 12K Bitcoin. BTC pizza deal. There was one before that. There was one earlier on where a guy took 2 coins and bought a pizza way back, when the coins were worth like $15-$20 a coin. That was the first one. There was another one that used a lot more coins, like 50 of them, to buy some pizza. But I don't know. Flip, listen. 1.2, 1. I don't know what we're talking about. Flip. Let's see. Aren't you swimming anymore? No, I don't have a pool. There are a couple public pools. You have to drive to them. Then you have to change clothes. You rent lockers. You pay to go in the pool. You pay for your car or bike to be parked. And I won't go. I know me. I won't go. I'll walk. I'll ride over to the mall and walk. And the weather's been such because the water's going to be very cold. It's not a heated pool, of course. So since it's been overcast with rain and everything, I'll go in the mall and it's temperature controlled. I don't have to worry about weather, wind, rain. So I miss the swimming though. The swimming actually was better exercise, and walking is hard on my low back. So I prefer the swimming, but no, I can't swim anymore because I'm not in that apartment anymore. Why not swim in the ocean? I don't like the ocean. I don't like salt water. I don't like sand. I don't know what to tell you. I like people watching. I'll sit and have a drink or a sandwich or something at a bar on the ocean and watch people. But honestly, I don't like sand in between my toes. I don't like walking on sand, and I don't like ocean salt water. Never have. So I had a boat and never went in the water. Love your stories over the weekend. Yeah, I got a couple more. I gotta record and upload. So we have a Uber 2 story. We have a death experience again, so I gotta have to do that one. I was in a jewelry store. We'll talk about that. Well, I'll do a video on it. And if you become a member, you'll see the story ahead of everybody else. If not, you'll see it a couple days later. Jack says, "Happy for breakfast before church ends." Yeah, that's for sure. Before it gets crowded. But yeah, he's probably there right now. I'll see you. I'm not going to do breakfast. I do one meal a day. If I eat breakfast, then I'm too hungry at night for dinner. So I try to eat later in the afternoon. JC says, "I know that feeling. I moved and now I have to drive 30 minutes to get to the gym to swim." Swimming is excellent. Swimming is one of the best because it moves you don't have you're weightless. So you don't have any pressure on your, if you have back aches or neck aches or because you're floating, and then you're also exercising. So you're not sweating because you're in water, but you're dependent upon the temperature of the water of the pool, which right now they'd be probably too cold to swim. You'd have to put on a wetsuit to swim. And you got the same problem in the ocean. It's probably too cold in the ocean. So here's a link to the one I'm talking about. Okay, Flip. I don't know. I didn't see the link yet, but okay. Did we miss something? No. Anyway, so I'll just walk. Unfortunately, my low back has trouble because I've had multiple accidents, and by some of the stories you've watched, plus rear-end drivers and that hit me. And so I have to take Tylenol, Tramadol, things like that when I'm walking. and I can only walk maybe two rounds of the whole mall, and then I'll sit down for 5 or 10 minutes because my legs go numb, and then I got to walk again. So definitely got to lose weight like everybody else. It's what you eat. It's diet and exercise. That's what they tell you your whole life. Diet and exercise. That's what it is. So I'm cutting back on the food and I'm increasing the exercise. All right, guys. Anything else? Anybody have any questions? I got 5 minutes, and then I'm going to go and head out to Ground Zero to meet with my friends. Sea temps are 80, 85. Really? Have you been in that water? I don't think so, Gary. Let's go see you swimming in that water. I guarantee you right now that water is not 80, 85. Do you ever work out and walk at the big walking track here? I think it's called the Oval. No. I walk in the mall. Rob, Sells Mexico, requests, please don't start pimping girls on your channel. Well, Rob, you know what? I don't pimp girls on my channel, but I do have on my channel to talk, and if you're not happy with it, you don't have to be a member or watch. Nobody's forcing you or twisting your arm behind your back to watch it. We're not degrading the girls. We're actually just having girls come on and tell their story, and sometimes they're looking for someone to take care of them. And pimping would be I would charge money or I get money out of it, and that's not happening. So to say I pimp is incorrect. So you're going to get a timeout for that one, Rob. Put user on timeout. Yep. All right, you're on timeout. So I'm not going to see you anymore because I'm going to be off in a few minutes. So confirm you're on timeout. Sorry. Adios. Did you ever, let's see. I hit it every morning, 2 hours. Really, Gary? I didn't know that. Well, I don't know about 80, 85. It's got to be cold, especially with the being overcast and everything. I don't think it's going to be 80, 85. Now, maybe 70, 75, but I don't think it's 80, 85. That water is not coming that warm, or you'd have sharks. So I go to but I don't like the ocean, so it's not happening for me, Gary, no matter how much you say. Would Dumaguete be a fun place for a 32-year-old guy like me to visit and meet girls, or should I stay in Manila? Actually, the best place for a 32-year-old guy is Cebu. Manila, to me, is too crowded and too dirty. Cebu has plenty of malls, and it's an easier life. There's some great deals in Cebu, same as Manila. You can get into the high-rises, which are, sorry, my mind goes blank. It's not an apartment. It's not a house. It's a, oh, my God. Come on, guys, help me. I don't forget what they is. It basically, you rent by the month, and it's very cheap. But they're high rises. They have great views, and also lots of girls and things to do in Cebu. Dumaguete is a little bit slower. Great to visit, but if you're older, you're going to want to live here because you don't want to get around too much or use this as a base. But Cebu is more happening, especially for a 32-year-old. Thanks, not telling. Yeah. Condo, thank you. Yeah, condos are very, you can own a condo in the Philippines. You can't own the land in the Philippines. So you can't buy property, but you can own a condo. And the condos right now, both in Cebu and Manila, are very inexpensive. You can buy them. You also can rent them. Nice condos. They have pools. They have saunas. They have sometimes pool tables, table tennis. They have a gym. They have a restaurant. They have underground parking. They have sometimes indoor pools and outdoor pools. You're talking like $600 US a month for everything. They have the Wi-Fi. It includes the water, the power. You don't get separate bills for that. So it's a bargain right now. So condos are a bargain. I would highly recommend, if you're young and you're able to get away, to get a condo in either Manila or in Cebu. I think Cebu's nicer. Airbnbs are not always that nice, and usually the pictures don't match. So, but thank you, everybody. Have you ever heard of Malpas Apartments? Yes, in Valencia. They're very good. Yes, I have them in my ebook, so they are very nice. I heard. In hydrogen peroxide therapy, I bought the 1 Minute Cure book. Great. Thank you for that. You're welcome, Craig. Like I said, it worked for me. I can't technically say it'll work for anybody. I'm not allowed to do that. I can just say it worked for me and it was great. Just start off slow. Uh, if you're going to use it, just use a few drops because it's a funny taste. Average condo, $600 a month. I don't know what they sell them for. I don't know if they've lowered the sell price. They've lowered the rental price, is what I heard. Rental prices did come down quite a bit. I'm afraid they don't want to sell them at a huge discount. The reason why everything dropped on condos is the Philippine government deported 220,000 Chinese that were overstaying or racketeering, things like that. And they came down heavy, both in Cebu and Manila, on Chinese residents here that were overstaying and just made they went over everybody. They got everybody rounded up and took them out, especially in the condos. So the condos were empty. Now, are they going to sell them at a discount? No, they're probably going to kind of keep them and try to get a good price for you to purchase them. They might be you might be able to negotiate a little better, but they're not going to discount them like they are the rents. But the rents at $600 are a bargain. See if you can lock it in for a couple years. So let's see. Well, actually, okay, yeah, you can use it. I personally, for general health, for myself, I use COQ10. You just need 100 milligrams. COQ10 for general health and wellness, and methylene blue and a vitamin. Average rent in Valencia for apartment. Big time wants to know average rent in Valencia for apartment. If you can find something for 15,000 pesos for a one-bedroom or studio, that you're doing pretty good. I'm going to figure that out in dollars right now. So that's $275 a month. But most of the apartments are going to run 25,000. So anywhere from $275 to $500 a month for Valencia. It depends if they have a pool. It depends if they have a split air, they're a newer unit. It just depends on a lot of things. But then you're also going to have to pay for electricity, for water, and you're going to have to clean your own sheets, obviously, and do your own cooking with a kitchen. Not like when you go into if you go into a condo situation, they have Wi-Fi and they have electricity and water. And a Filipino is 51%. I thought condo. No, that's not correct. You could own a condo. I don't know where you got that information. Also, someone also said to me something about information just the other day, and they were saying about getting discounts here for if you're over 60, and you're a foreigner. And I'll go ahead and mention it right now. If you're a foreigner, you don't get discounts here. You're not supposed to. Now, you could ask for them, and they might give it to you, but you're not technically entitled to it. The discounts for elderly people here are for citizens, Filipino citizens, okay, not for foreigners. And you're supposed to be 65 and older. They do put out a card here for Filipino citizens, and if they show it, they do get a discount, typically 10%. Now, there are some restaurants and some places that say if you ask them for a discount, they will give it to you. I almost never do, but I don't even think about it. I'm not worried about the 10%, but if they want to give it to you, that's up to them, but they don't have to. So just so you know. But no, you know what? You could ask, go back. What was her name again? I forgot her name. What was the girl's name that you can ask those questions to that has the channel? I always forget her name. I have trouble remembering that girl's name, but she has a channel that we talked about earlier. Not sure where it is. Sorry, but somebody else will come up with that girl. She has a channel. You could always ask her about those condo percentages, but no, that's not the way it works. You can own a condo in the Philippines and be a foreigner because you technically the condo is owned by a corporation, so you technically own it through the corporation. You're buying it from a corporation. The corporation's Filipino corporation, and it owns the condo. So Jennifer was one. No, not P. Jennifer. don't remember Jennifer's last name. All right. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call it quits. A, I have to use a CR, and B, I need to go to the ground zero. So everybody takes care. I appreciate it. I'll see you next Wednesday, and I'll have a couple more videos up for my members in the next couple days, and those will be part 2 of Uber, and also another time that I died, and it's another life taken. Jennifer Terry, thank you. Yeah, go watch Jennifer Terry for that information. All right, guys, take care. I'm saying bye. Bye, all. Have a nice day yourselves. Have a nice day, Super Mario. You guys take care. I'm going to end the stream. Bye-bye now.